Yeah.
Now,
So
we doing a review for Wonder Woman 84.
So
quick.
we in here, so we're gonna be doing a quick little review. We're gonna get a deep discussion tomorrow because we on
You want me to
limited
turn the
time
music
today.
off or you good?
No, we good.
Okay.
But this this movie is so scattered.
It's so what?
Scattered, like not on the plot. The plot, there's not enough plot to get scattered with. But like as far as the filmmaking,
Right.
it's so off kilter. Like this movie has no clue what it's trying to do.
Oh, we have a stinger.
We got a stinger.
We have a stinger. Live.
Okay.
Okay. Wonder Woman just about to do some. Oh, that's Linda Carter.
Yep.
Oh, she looks great. I heard you.
Oh, did she really?
I hear you. Hey, boy. How old is she?
Like
I still give her old ass the bitch. She looks great for her age, boy. So when was that original Wonder Woman? That was in the 70s, right?
70s, yeah.
And she probably was in her maybe 20s. That make her about 60-something, going on 70. I don't care. She still gets the business. Okay.
Back to what I was saying.
That was a good stinger. That was a good cameo. But go ahead.
It's just like the tone of this movie keeps shifting so drastically between the action comedy, a little bit of rom-com here. Mm-hmm. Then we got something that's almost a thriller. And then we're back to the comedy, and then we're like, then it's a serious drama. It's like, and there's no lead into any of these shifts. It just happens.
Okay. So, how did you like the movie overall? How did you feel about it? I mean, how did you just like it? Just real quick.
It's an okay flick. Like I like a lot of the scenes. It's good, but it's weird.
Okay, so a couple things for me. I like the movie as an entertainment wise. This don't belong in the DCEU.
No, but
hell no.
Right. But like, I think that was a choice they made because I've been hearing that Patty Jenkins like purposely like, nah, we ain't talking about Justice League in this movie. That ain't even.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. That's one of those. Thank you. And and if you're thinking about putting this in my universe, we gonna have to have a conversation,
right? But like, I think this is kind of something DC's deciding to do, where it's like they don't know where they want to go, so right now they're just making movies.
Okay, so I got you. That was gonna be the plan. They was gonna do standalone movies or whatever. So this is one of their plans to do a standalone movie. But this is my thing. I'm watching it, and then I'm seeing it like. The tone was so off from the original. Yeah. The first one was more serious, right? The first one was more serious and more. It had that had kind of what's the historical movie period piece.
Period piece, yeah.
Like World War One. I really love that. This one right here was basically rom-com / because when it first started off, it felt like a parody of a superhero movie. Not really a superhero movie.
It was Wonder Woman the movie.
Yeah, it was like if they was if they was in the universe watching. Hey, we're gonna watch Wonder Woman the movie, and they start off like that's what it looked like.
Yeah,
not like a real movie because all the action looks kind of fun, but it looks super fake.
Yeah,
everything the way that she pulls herself on a lasso, just look. You can so tell she's on a wire. And just the action, it's fun, it's entertaining, but it's not. It don't feel.
And
I know this is a choice, but it didn't feel natural.
This is one of my problems with the way they like the flying and the running, is it doesn't look any better. Like technically, it's more apt, right? But it doesn't look better at like from an entertainment point of view or like an immersion point of view than Superman and Superman 1. Like
the part when he was running beside the train when he was a kid.
Yeah,
That's what it looked like.
That's what it looks like. So it's like, despite them having much better technique,
that's the same tech. That's the same
Yeah.
technique they used
Yeah.
in 1978.
it's like, despite them having better techniques available to them here and now, we don't have any better execution than way back then.
Okay, and it ain't okay. It ain't just about the action looking kind of. I don't want to say it looks. It don't look. I ain't gonna say fake, but it looks like it was intentionally made to be like that. So it's like, okay, don't complain. You got to go with it. My thing is, they never prepared us for this movie being, because the first one, this is so off from the first one.
Yeah.
So they never prepared us for this is an action comedy movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, I don't get the sense of
very lighthearted.
Yeah, I don't get the sense of gravity that I got in the first one.
Hell no.
Like I fully understood the stakes in the first one, right? So I'm like, oh man, I don't know how they gonna manage that. Like, you think you know what's going on, but you don't. Everything is more important than you think it is. And then this one's like, is any of this important?
Okay. All right. Telling you, dude, I'm kind of I'm on the fence because I'm like, it was entertaining and fun.
It's a popcorn flick.
Very much so. But it's hard to take serious.
Yeah.
At all. I couldn't take it serious at all.
Yeah.
If I didn't take it serious, it is a decent little movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I did like, and then I'm going to go to what I didn't like. What I did like, I actually liked Cheetah, surprisingly. Not as Cheetah as Barbara. Before she turned into the full-on Cheetah.
Yeah.
I liked her. I liked her character. She's very much like Selena Kyle. She just very much like Selena Kyle, but like you said, with the sound design and the way they handle it, it was kind of fun watching her, go that way. Which, she's kind of cliche character, but it was still kind of fun watching her. And I like Maxwell Lord, like that character. I did not like that ending, but I did like his Pedro Pascal over the top adaptation of this guy or whatever.
Yeah, and he does a great job of letting you know he's a guy who plays a character.
Yeah.
And for a purpose.
But see, everything they did, like far as when he took the stone, how he did it, I was like, why they do this so over the top? He could have just easily snuck into the office and took it, but no, they did all this over the top.
You know what? If I had to put my finger on the thing that hurts this movie the most is that it doesn't do a good job of reining in its campiness.
Yeah, it's very campy, but see, the thing is, if I knew this was going to be campy going in, I would have been prepared, and I probably liked it more.
Or if they could,
I didn't expect all this stuff.
Yeah. Or if they could at least either lean full force into the campiness.
Yeah. Well, they kind of did.
Or just keep it like compartmentalized. But what they do is like they'll take you out of the campiness for a very serious moment and then dump you right back in the campiness.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Like, people are like, somebody just died.
Yeah.
And y'all getting into some campiness.
So, okay, given the storyline with what's her name? With the wish, the whole wishes and all that. Yeah. It's not a bad little story. And like I said, I like the villain or whatever. But it was a straightforward story.
It's basically just a more family-friendly, DC-flavored version.
Yeah, it's very family-friendly. So, given saying the story was straightforward and it was okay, it was almost this could have been a weekly episode of Wonder Woman instead of a movie. But okay, let's talk about the action. So we talked about how it looked all campy and kind of not real. And every time she jumped or whatever, you could tell she's been pulling on the wire.
Anytime her feet left the ground, you just knew.
It just didn't look natural. But the scene they was on the highway, that bothered me more than any other scene.
Well, because I guess I don't know if they just didn't do a good job of scoping her. You know what? I'd had to give it another watch, but I don't think they did her shadow properly. She just didn't seem grounded in that scene. So she's supposed to be running, and I swear she's about a foot off the ground, steady pumping.
But hold up. I'm gonna take you to the beginning of that scene. First of all, she had her outfit on. I don't know how she got her outfit. I mean, she ain't Superman. I mean, I guess I guess she could have ripped it off.
She pulled a Spider-Man.
No, she didn't have that on. She didn't even have those boots on. So somehow she had her outfit on out of nowhere.
She's Wonder
Don't
Woman.
shrug your shoulders.
She's Wonder Woman.
I told you I'm not taking that answer. I'm not taking that answer.
Hey, look, you know what? 'Cause I was waiting for her to jump out of the truck and do the Wonder Woman spin.
I mean, they could have just had her wear the clothes she had on and do that scene. I know they was like, "What you got to wear Wonder Woman clothes on." She was like, "Oh wait, let me catch it." I don't know where she got her Wonder Woman clothes. She had her on pants and a blouse. And somehow she had on a whole Wonder Woman gear.
You know, if they could at least say, by the way, you know this outfit is magic.
She didn't have her. Did she have her boots in the bag in the back? Where was her boots come from?
If they could at least say the outfit's magic.
Okay, is that it? Does the outfit is magic? She can just make it appear.
I don't know.
Bull crap.
But and this is one of the problems with this movie is it doesn't tell you what the rules are.
Okay, yeah, right. So let me finish up with that action scene where she comes out. I mean, she jump out the car and she's running. I don't know if she's on a treadmill or something. Because when you're running, shouldn't you be like this?
Yeah.
Her body did not move. Her arms just pumping.
Yeah.
Her arms pumping. You know what? And her body's not going up and down.
She's already on a wire doing her running. They've rotoscoped her in. They're changing where she is in the shot.
Think about physics though.
But she's not actually running on anything.
Oh, I know that. I'm saying.
So it makes it look weird when she's supposed to.
Exactly what I'm saying. The green screen behind her looks like crap.
Yeah.
It looks like something I could do in this behind my back on our video.
Right.
Like I could put a green screen of a road behind us and just go like this. And now we can get the same effect.
And that's another thing. The motion blur doesn't match. So she's going like this. But you can tell all those vehicles are moving at least 60 miles an hour. She doesn't look like she's moving 60.
That's
but
on
she's
that one.
pace.
I'm talking about it was a close-up scene. A close-up scene was from shoulders up.
Oh yeah.
Where she first jumped, she first got out the van, and they showed a close up of her shoulders up, and it was so clear, she wasn't. She just kind of, and it looked so fake.
Yeah,
it looked so fake.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What are y'all doing? This is too much money for this." And then like you saying, when they showed her the outside view of not an aerial shot. What's what I'm looking for? A pull back angle. Yeah. She was floating, and he was like, how's she floating? And is she flying? No, she's just supposed to be running so fast. She's floating in heels, and I'm like, whoo, y'all asking us to go with a lot of stuff here. They asking us to go with a lot of stuff. Just go with it. Just go with it. She's Wonder Woman.
There's this great filmmaking mistake that keeps getting repeated over and over and over. And the thing is, objects in space fall at the same rate, right? So when she flips the truck, she's flipping over the truck. The truck is flipping in almost real time. Yeah, but the truck is almost
maybe
flipping.
She jumped up off.
But still, the truck is rotating almost in real time.
Okay.
And she's.
Oh, I thought that they maybe slowed the truck down.
They did, but they didn't slow it down enough.
They had her moving fast in the truck.
She was moving too much slower than the truck. So
see, I'm not just gonna complain about because it had some okay shots, but it was just so fake. And that scene could have been badass, but it just all the fake stuff in there took me out so much. And you was like, she's clearly not there.
My problem with this movie is I just don't know if I can give them enough of a pass to make up for all of the poor decisions on these shots.
That's why I was like, I was trying to be nice. I worked myself into a frenzy, and I'm going to unleash.
I couldn't even.
I can't wait till we do the spoiler.
I couldn't even get into that last cheetah fight without mentioning, there is nothing worse than a high speed, high impact fight scene that you cannot see.
Let's talk about that. So we got a basically a boss fight. We got an end fight scene, and she's, now Cheetah is full on Cheetah. And my guess is they didn't mocap. They didn't have the money or time for mocap.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened at Warner Brothers where they kind of cut the plug on this.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a COVID thing or what.
Yeah. They use a full CGI cat, and that's probably why they decided to cut the lights down to hide that. And it looks bad, man.
It looks really bad.
The close-ups of her look okay, but when she's full on fighting this cheetah, it's clear it's a CGI character.
It's that Blade 2 thing.
But that was an old 2.
Yeah.
So that's 18 years ago. They got at least an excuse. That was
the
new.
only lesson they learned was so we can't use bright lights on a bad model, right?
Yeah. But that was I give them a pass because that was new and they was trying something new. Y'all know better.
Like you can tell that like they didn't rig a proper skeleton for their CGI model because none of the moves are possible with a rigid skeleton.
But then again, the whole movie, all this stuff looks fake. So it's like I'm not even mad at that. Yeah. I'm just mad at y'all tried to get over on us with this stuff.
Yeah. Like, and I imagine they basically just had Gal Gadot in whatever the hero version of her golden armor was. Yeah. Which is mostly just some padding, with some CG effects later.
Now you said you liked the armor, right?
No.
I thought I heard you say you liked it.
I'm not a fan of the armor in the comics.
Okay, right. So at first it looked kind of cool, and then as she was moving, it looked like aluminum foil. Yeah. It just looked like some fake ass. I'm like, wait a minute. First it was like solid gold. Now it looked like some different material. Like
it's some flashy lycra. Yeah. But this is the problem when you set up these
when she didn't even need it.
Exactly. But some heavy interlocking armor and stuff like that, but you also want to make it flexible. But it's clearly rigid. So you're looking at it and you've got these rigid plates and whatnot.
Whatever, dude. This movie was style over substance.
Yeah.
And the more I think about it, the more mad I get because I think everybody's trying to give it a favorable review. But your mind is telling you, what the hell did I just see?
Yeah.
This was some bull crap.
That's pretty much what it is, man. I want to like this movie, and I enjoy watching this movie.
Yeah.
But
I work myself up, because the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm getting mad.
There's just so much wrong with this movie. This feels like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode that went on too long.
This is the thing. Are we going to give this a pass, or do you think people giving it a pass because it's the first movie? Patty Jenkins, they like Patty Jenkins. They like the first movie and all this. And I'm telling you, I would give this movie a pass if they would have told me, "Hey, this is gonna be some campy stuff. We went with a different tone. Yeah. We hope you like it."
If they hadn't sold me on more of Wonder Woman, the first movie, that tone, that's
what I'm saying.
Because they sold me on some
totally
heavy.
Different tone.
They sold me on something heavy, and then they gave me something campy and lighthearted.
Yeah. This was just a quick little review we did right after watching the Wonder Woman. We got to go into a more in-depth one tomorrow. We're gonna do a video tomorrow. We're gonna do some a spoiler discussion.
Yeah.
I gotta work tomorrow. We're gonna do it Sunday.
Okay, so Sunday it's gonna be a minute, but we're gonna hit y'all Sunday. We're gonna get an in-depth review and breakdown of this movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning intact.
Yeah. Yes. We out of here. Thanks for checking out the channel. Please subscribe. Leave some comments. Tell us what you think about this movie, and stay tuned. We're gonna have our spoiler discussion is going up Sunday, but this little mini review is gonna go up today. So, all right, we out of here, y'all.
Peace.